In this video, we will look how you can create new workflows in your account. Workflows are basically the forms that you want your team members to fill upon inspection. So for this example or for this video, I will use this basic safety incident report I have in here. And I wanted to create this form into the system. So we will look how you can create your existing forms into the system. So in the left side, you know that I am in the workflow section of the system, and you can see all the existing workflows that are already added in the system. And on the top right, you can see there's an add button that allows you to create new workflows. So let's go ahead and create a new workflow. Okay, so I'm in the new workflow in here. In order to get some space, I can just minimize the sidebar. Okay, so this is a add workflow form, and you can see this is a nice drag and drop form builder we have, and you can even have multiple pages. So right now start with first page. So let's start with the first page. So let's see what we have on the right hand side in here. So we need not to worry about the date and time of the incident and location of the incident. So you know that since it's an mobile application, users are using mobile application, and it's a cloud-based system, so we already know what is the date time, and we already know that where the user is. So app tracks the location of the user already, so we don't need to worry about the first section of this reports. Let's go ahead and create the second section. Okay, so first we need a header. So let's go ahead and add a new header in here and just copy paste so we have a header in here. So you know that this header is created incident category, and next I need a multi-select element. Since we allow user to select multiple options, user can select multiple options. So let's go ahead and use a checkbox group. So checkbox group allow users to select multiple options within the question. Okay, using this button you can go into the edit mode of a element, and you can see these are all options in here. Okay, first thing we want this to be required, so user have to select at least one option. And then what should be the label? So let's go ahead and grab this label from in here. You can see the label is updated in here. And if you wanted to put some help text, so let's put some help text. You can see there's a question mark in here that says the help text in here. So this is basically giving user more information that what this question is about, any information you wanted to, and this is nothing you wanted to add. You can just skip it if you want. And the other important thing is the options. So let's go ahead and add some options from in here. First is slip, trip and fall, then equipment machinery. You can add more options using this add option button. So let's make space for some options. Okay, we need one more for other. Okay, so this question is good, and we just close the edit mode, and you can see there's one is auto selectors, and we don't want anyone to be selected, so we just go ahead and uncheck this box. So my first question is ready, and now let's move to second section, settings, a contributor factor. Then we again need a header. So let's go ahead and grab a header and name this header contributing factors. Okay, so my header is ready. Now again we need a multi-select. So we again select a checkbox group and put it below contributing factors. And let's edit this thing. We want to be required. Grab the label and start adding the options in here. Negative training, equipment failure, Okay, so my second question is also ready. Okay, so I think these two sections are ready, and now I wanted to change the page. So on the first page I just want these two questions, and for the rest of the questions I need a second page. So I can just quickly go ahead and add a new page. Now you can see the workflow have two pages. Your previous page is in here, and this is a fresh page, a blank page in here. And let's start getting this second. Again we need a header, and let's call it investigation. So my header is ready, and now next thing is I need a yes or type question. So you know that this is a single select element. So this time I need to use a radio group, because radio group allow user to just select one out of options given. Okay, so let's go into the edit mode. We want to be required and grab the label from here. So this question is there. First option is yes, and second option is no. Okay, so we don't want the third option, so we get rid of this from in here. So my this, oops, okay, so my this question is ready. Next question is, it says just a name of the person, so you can just grab a simple text field and put it in here, select the label and make it mandatory. Okay, now this is ready, and again we have a simple text field in here, so we again grab the text field, give it the right label and make it, so it's an additional detail, so I don't want it to be required, so I can just skip the required for now. Again, next is the preventive measures. Again I need a header, so my header is good now, and again it's an, so this time I wanted to use a longer text area, because this is a single line input, and now I want user to add more information, so this time I wanted to add a text area. The difference between text area input is that the text area gives a longer input area to users instead of just single line options. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the right question or right label for it. Yeah, so this is ready, and next is additional comments. Again I need a header, so this is additional comments. I hit the clone button, so it have copied the additional comment, so I just remove the cloned one. Okay, so my header is ready, and now under this additional comment I need one more text area, so let's grab a text area and set this label. Okay, again we don't want additional comment to be required, so we just leave the required checkbox unchecked, so this is good. Okay, so we have created two pages in our workflow, and even though we have not used all the elements in this example, but you can see there is a lot of options available here that allow you to flexibly create any type of forms you have. Okay, and we missed to give a name of the workflow, so let's go ahead and give a name to this workflow. Okay, I'm using the same name for this example. Okay, so let's go ahead and save our workflow. Okay, so our workflow is successfully added, and if I go into the workflow section, I can see the safety incident report is there and it is created today, and I can go ahead and view that how it looks. You see this is the first page in here. You can select the elements. This is the multi checkbox. Then this is the second page, that is a single element, and there is a single line input. And then there is also a single line input, and this is a multi-line input. So there is a better text area available in here. So this is the way you can add new workflows to your system, and then you can review it. And if you found that you have missed anything, you can always go into the edit options and start editing this thing. You can add more pages or new elements to it. Okay, thank you.